Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, see, we get a chance to break things up, right? I mean, because we normally have regular class, so today we get to hear from me, and I would like to hear from you guys as well. Like, this is really cool to be up here to speak to you guys. Pop-Tarts, my daughter favorite. So yeah, we have tons and tons of Pop-Tarts, not meaning to put you on blast, but it just puts me in the space with my daughter that she, no matter what, she can eat it for lunch, she can eat it for breakfast, and she can eat it for dinner. So listen, when I was younger, right? You see my stature. You see my stature. I'm not 6'7", I'm not 7 feet tall. But as a kid, I really didn't notice or pay attention that I was always the smallest one out of all of my friends. It really didn't matter. Like, no matter what we did, no matter what we competed, like when we competed, I didn't care, right? I had a mindset that I'm just gonna dominate whoever I line up against. And my sport of choice at the time was football, right? So I tried basketball, I sucked. I was awful. I was that dude that you did not want to have on your team. I looked like I could play basketball, come out there, dap, and have the J's, the whole nine. Looked like I could ball. But you pass it to me, air ball, like real talk, straight air ball. So my place was football. And I knew my place at an early age. I knew my place. Right? So I never paid attention to my size. People used to bring it up, like, oh, that's the small dude. I got little man over there. So I used it as motivation, because they always referred to me as little man. Even when I went to Michigan State, the nickname they gave me was Little Dog. Right? So I got a tattoo on my arm and it say Little Dog. So I just embraced it. But you know, it wasn't until 91 when things would change, right? So at one point, it didn't matter that they called me little dog, they called me little man over there. It didn't even matter what they called me, because I had the mindset that no matter what you call me, right, you're gonna get that work. That was my mentality. You're gonna get that work. But in 91, when I was sitting on my porch just waiting for my dad to come home, because now things were starting to move, because I was starting to excel in football. Things was happening. Colleges were sending me letters. Coaches was coming to my high school. They was expressing interest in this young boy growing up in the hood. I'm like, yo, I get to go to higher education, not to go and learn. I'm gonna just talk to you. I wasn't excited about going to college to learn. I was like, yo, I get to go see girls. and then I get to go play football so I can go to the NFL. That was my mentality. But in 91, when my dad came home, and I was so excited. And he's walking up the steps, and back in the day, he had this Cadillac that was super long. To me, it seemed like it was 2 blocks long. It was just that long. And it was like slow motion as he walked up these steps. I pull out this letter and I'm like, listen, look, Nate, look. And I'm showing him this letter and he's walking up the steps, and it was like straight up slow motion, because I'm like, yo, this is a defining moment, because we didn't have the best relationship from the father and the son. So I'm like, maybe this is the very thing that's going to transcend our relationship where it grows. So as he walked up the steps and I give him this letter, and I said, look, I'm being recruited. These teams are wanting your son to come play sports at their school. And you know what his response was? You too small. Come on, man. My whole life I've been fighting those words. Little man over there. Shorty over there. I've been fighting those words. I had to compete. I had to fight in the street. But now you're telling me I got to come home and now I got to fight with my own dad? Like, real? Like, for real? You're going to make me have to fight you? Those words crush me. Like my own dad. Like really? Like, You say I'm too small, like you don't believe in me? You understand where we come from, but so the very person that's supposed to validate me, you don't believe in me? You're not going to inspire, you're not going to take this moment to restore our relationship where you shattered it in the first place because you wasn't real sweet as a dad. Let's just keep it 100. You wasn't sweet as a dad. You wasn't present. You just showed up. You fed me, but you wasn't sweet as a dad. So my question to you before I go any further, it's like, who told you that you was too small? And now listen, I don't care where you come from. See, it's not your fault of what happened to you, but it sure is your responsibility on how you respond. Catch that. I'm going to say it again. It's not your fault of what happened to you. It's not your fault of the family you was being raised in. It's not your fault if your parents are drunk or whatever the case, or what happened. Listen, I don't know where you come from or what happened, but I just want to let you know, it's not your fault. But when I tell you, it is your responsibility of dealing with your health. It is your responsibility on what you do from this day forward. I don't care what grade you're in. In this life, they don't care how old you are. They say you're going to get this work. If you're 12, you're 13, you're 14, you're 15, you're going to get this work. I don't care where you come from. The good side of the tracks, the bad side of the tracks, life does not care. They say, you know what, we're going to come down your aisle and we're going to talk to you and we're going to see what you're made of. Because mama can't save you. Daddy can't save you. All the money you have cannot save you for what I'm about to do to you. And that's what life says. That's what life says.